four W's you are missing on your new patient calls. I love this, and I love this progression yet again. This came together really nice, I'm not going to lie. These W's came during a point in time in this journey when I didn't know really what I was doing with my front desk. I knew we had to make a change. And by the way, I knew we had to make a change with our front desk, and I wasn't recording calls. So what I used to do, I love spending my time at the front desk or with the person who was doing the intake calls and sitting next and listening just to their side of the conversation. It's not my favorite way of doing it, yet I think it is an undervalued way of managing and helping people and coaching people with this first phone call. And what I would do is, just hearing one side of the conversation, I would just take my notes, right? And what I realized was there were four W's that my front desk team needed to answer at the end of a phone call. And you'll see these four W's align well with the five things from the last episode. But there were four W's that my front desk team, the one who had just taken the in-call sheet, had to answer regardless of what I heard on my end of the call. I would sit down and I would ask them these four things, and here they go. So they would hang up the phone, and and I would know the result of the call. Did they schedule? Did they not? Right? All those things. So that wasn't important. What was important is the process. And so I would ask my front desk, here's W number one. So I'm going to give you all four of them. I would ask my front desk, what do they want from us? Then after I got an answer on that, depending on the answers I got, was a great coaching opportunity. Well, they want help with their low back pain. You guys know from the last episode, low back pain is not a problem to be solved. So again, there's a coaching opportunity with each of these W's. So number one, what do they want? And I'd wait for the answer. After we discuss that, number two, I'd say, what do they expect from us? I love it because, right, you guys heard that in the 5 episode. What do they expect of us? So I go back to my front desk team and go, what do they expect from us? Well, and this was the most difficult to answer. So unless you literally ask them, well, what are you hoping to get from us? What do you expect from us? You weren't going to be able to answer this. So it was a great, again, opportunity for coaching, because again, if I was sitting next to them, I heard the flow of the conversation. I knew how the conversation flowed. So there's an opportunity to do immediate coaching. The third W is, who are they seeing, right? And this should be a very straightforward answer, right? We should know by full name, right? Should know by full name and title who they are seeing. And remember, you guys can all see how well this correlates with the last episode. And then the last W I would ask, the fourth W, is what will they get? What will they get from us? What will they get for their time, money, and energy on day one? So the four W's you're missing on your new patient calls. And by the way, the reason I say you're missing this on your new patient calls is because your front desk can't answer these questions. So if we just started the conversation with our front desk team this afternoon, today, and going back to them and telling them, you need to be able to answer these four W's for me after your next new patient call. And those four W's would be, what do they want? What do they expect? Who are they seeing? And what will they get from us? And if we start the conversation there with our front desk team and then filling those in for them, and again, doing that coaching, then we're going to be far more successful with putting people on the schedule who will arrive, pay, and stay. So I want you to go back to the clinic this afternoon, tomorrow morning, and sit down with your front desk team and say, I want you to be able to answer these four W's after your next new patient phone call. Cheers, all.